Well, good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for being here today. I'm in beautiful Banff today, officially launching Seniors Week for Alberta and celebrating the accomplishments of our seniors in our communities all across this great province. I know that celebrations have started in communities all across Alberta, and I hope everybody has a great Seniors Week and takes the opportunity to really celebrate those who built our province, but also to celebrate and to recognize the great organizations that work each and every day with seniors in our communities to be able to make sure that they can age and live in the communities that they built. I'm joined today by Susan Brooke from the United Way Calgary and area, Paula Telfer, the CEO of Karia Calgary, for our announcement today. Alberta is home to nearly 800,000 seniors. And we are seeing a rapid aging rate, as we are seeing all across our country, which is continuing to put greater demand on services, including things like housing and care for seniors. Our government ultimately continues to be very committed to being able to provide services that allow seniors to age comfortably in the communities that they built. We are going to continue to invest significantly in housing and continuing care and health care and other aspects that we need for seniors' care. But one of the top objectives of our government is to continue to invest in great programs and with great partners that help seniors be able to age in place, including in their very own homes or the homes that they want to call homes. That's why over the last couple of years, we invested just over $3 million with Healthy Aging Alberta to be able to focus on being able to bring forward grants that could upgrade people's homes to be able to deal with things as simple as a bar or safety supports inside the bathroom, or snow removal, or things like yard work to be able to help seniors be able to remain inside their homes. And we have seen a lot of success over the last couple of years with that investment, which is why we're choosing today to increase that investment and to expand it across the province. And I'm excited to announce that immediately in this year, Alberta will invest $18 million over the next 3 years to provide in-home supports to seniors. These supports can include things like housekeeping, yard work, transportation to appointments, meal delivery programs, in-home and emotional supports, and other programs along those lines. We'll be breaking that up as follows. $4.5 million will be going through Karia in Calgary. That's got that right. $4.5 million will be going through Edmonton Senior Coordinated Council. $3 million will be for community-based grants in smaller communities like Grand Prairie, Lethbridge, or Red Deer as examples, and then $6 million over 3 years, which we will work through the United Way of Calgary in area to be able to provide non-medical supports. This funding will flow through our partners ultimately, though, United Way Calgary, Karia Calgary, Edmonton Seniors Coordinated Council, and other community organizations. These services, in our view, are essential to helping seniors age with dignity in the comfort of their own communities. And I do think it's worth pointing out that compared to other provinces, Alberta is spending the highest financial amount on seniors in the country, something that we're very proud of. In-home supports are just one of the ways that we're working to address this issue. In fact, we will spend $9.3 billion on seniors care this year alone, $542 more million in senior benefits, $60 million to our operating lodge system, $6 million in grants through Healthy Aging Alberta as an example that I just talked about today. All of that together, combined with our $9 billion investment in social housing, which has a lot to do with seniors housing, will continue to make Alberta, I believe, one of the best places to live, age, and ultimately retire, and move us towards being able to make sure that we care for those who built our community and that we can keep those who built our community in the communities they want to be in. And with that said, I'd like to invite Susan from the United Way to come up and say a few words about our announcement today. Susan?
Oh, that's better. Thank you, Minister Nixon. Good afternoon, everyone. It's an honor to be here to kick off Seniors Week in scenic Banff. I'd like to extend a heartfelt thank you to Minister Nixon and the Government of Alberta for hosting this important event, and for your unwavering commitment to improving the lives of Alberta's seniors. Today's $6 million investment in Healthy Aging Alberta will expand and sustain more than 20 community and home support programs for seniors across the province. It will enhance our ability to provide access to the social connections, assisted transportation, home supports, and the nutritional support seniors need to live a good life. This is a significant milestone and substantial boost to support the well-being of seniors across our province and it will get us one step closer to our mission of making Alberta one of the best places to grow older. Healthy Aging Alberta is a community-led initiative that unites senior-serving organizations under a shared vision, enabling us to reach and impact every corner of Alberta. We are grateful to work alongside the Community Leadership Council, who leads this critical work in our province. They do this through their dedication to forging community-based pathways, which is critical to enabling seniors to maintain their independence and continue to live vibrant, active lives. The success of this work is only possible through the robust collaboration with the Ministry of Seniors, Community and Social Services, and the Ministry of Health. Working across sectors to support the well-being of seniors is essential to creating environments where we can all age with dignity in the way that we want. With this new funding, we are poised to launch more comprehensive programs that address seniors' non-medical needs. This is essential for maintaining all aspects of health and well-being. These programs will enhance social connections and improve mental wellness for both seniors and their care partners. We are profoundly grateful for this significant investment from the Government of Alberta. This collaboration with the community-based sector is crucial for improving living conditions and health outcomes for our seniors. Thank you once again to the Government of Alberta and to everyone involved. Your dedication is what makes Alberta a leading example of compassionate and comprehensive senior supports. We look forward to continuing this vital work, enriching the lives of older Albertans, and celebrating their invaluable contributions to our communities. I'd like to now turn it over to Paula Telfer, who is the CEO of Karia.
Thank you, Susan, and thank you, Minister Nixon. It is truly an honor to be here today. On behalf of Karia and the Way In Network, I would like to thank the Government of Alberta for this grant and the recognition that social determinants of health and social prescribing play an important role in helping Calgarians age well in community. The Way In Network is a collaboration of Calgary-based agencies, Calgary Seniors Resource Centre, Karia, Calgary Chinese Elderly Citizens Association, and JFSC. The Way In partnership is dedicated to enhancing the quality of life and access to services and supports for older adults experiencing vulnerable circumstances and their families. The network also operates a centralized intake line, 403 Seniors, in partnership with the Distress Centre of Calgary and 211. The Way In Network is described as a classic system community navigator program, providing outreach, supportive referrals, and case management services for older adults across Calgary. These services can also be called social prescribing, which promotes cross-system collaboration by connecting the social system to the healthcare system based on a holistic understanding of an individual's needs, goals, and a range of community-based supports that are available. Services are focused on providing person-centered services that are flexible, timely, and culturally appropriate, and they take into consideration the living, working, educational, and social environments of the individuals that are being served. Using the strength of the Way In Network collaboration, the funding received for this project will build on existing integration work between the health system and community-based sector in Calgary. As well, it will enhance and expand referral pathways to support the coordination of non-health related services that promote healthy aging in community, increase recovery capital, and improve the delivery of community-based services to older adults with psychosocial, mental health, and addiction issues. Community-based service providers have recognized for some time that there is a need for wraparound services such as affordable housing, social services, access to basic needs, and other social determinants of health that support an individual's wellness and can have positive impacts on an individual's physical and mental health. This grant is critical in supporting older adults aging in community and recognizing the need for further integration between the health system and community-based services, and the role of non-medical supports in supporting well-being across the lifespan. Thank you, Minister Nixon and the Government of Alberta.
Thank you, everyone. That concludes the formal portion of this announcement. We will now move on to questions and answers from the media. When called upon, please list your name, your outlet, and we'll restrict questions to one question and one follow-up. Any question? Greg?
Thanks. Greg Colgan from the Rocky Mountain Outlook, based here in Banff and Canmore. My question's actually unrelated to this. It's more in regards to the housing aspect of your portfolio. I want to say 2.5 months ago, you gave an answer about housing in the Bow Valley when it comes to affordable housing. I know you've had an opportunity to meet with some members from Canmore Council since then. Has anything changed in that regard with the priority of increasing permitting timelines or potential projects that are on the go in Canmore that are on your radar?
So Minister Fraser and I are aligned on this issue, if nothing else, in that the determination of where large investments for affordable housing will go will be strongly based on municipalities approving building permits, moving through zoning issues as fast as possible, and getting projects built. I met with the mayor of Canmore not too long ago. I made that clear. I know Minister Fraser has made that clear federally. This is not unique for the Bow Valley corridor. This would be the same that we would say to any other community. That not only will affordable housing money be tied to actually seeing projects get built and municipalities making sure that they are not a roadblock to that, that other money in the future, including infrastructure money, may be tied to the same. I will say, because we're in Banff, that we're dealing with some even more unique circumstances once we get into Banff. And Minister Fraser and I have had some lengthy conversations about that. I know he is speaking with his colleagues, because a lot of the challenge that you'll see once you're in the national park are certainly underneath the federal government's control, not as much the municipalities' control. And certainly we have some work we need to do. I can speak as a former Minister of Environment when it comes to work inside the Bow Valley corridor at times to be able to make sure that we're not holding up approvals, or that we're utilizing the resources that we have as a province, which are considerably more, to be able to help communities like Canmore address things like grizzly bear corridors or different issues along those lines. But our position has not changed. Money will flow based on municipalities getting projects built. And when Sundre, my hometown, could do a building permit in 24 hours, Leduc can do it in 48 hours. We know Canmore and others can do it as well. And I'm pretty confident after talking to the mayor that he's taking that seriously and intends to do everything he can to be able to make sure that they're not a detriment to getting housing built in their community.
And kind of going off that, at what point does the funding actually start flowing? Because you have a lot of projects that have been approved at council levels, both in Banff and Canmore, large-scale affordable housing projects. At what point does the provincial government look and say, okay, this is where we need to get involved financially?
Well, money's flowing now across the province, the most in the history of the province as far as investment in affordable housing. The other day I announced another $840 million in capital that's going into it. This latest round of the affordable housing program is out right now. We announced, for example, the Enoch Cree First Nations new seniors facility, the first seniors lodge built on reserve by the provincial government, for example, being funded through those resources. We already have committed to $9 billion with our partners between now and 2031. I want to encourage every community that may have applied and has not got into the first rounds of funding. There's the first rounds, and to keep their applications there, and to keep advocating for that project. It may be that there are other projects that were just further along and able to get built quicker, and that it would make sense for some of those projects to be funded in future phases. I also am happy to say that I think you're going to see a pretty significant announcement with Minister Fraser and myself in the coming weeks that will expand upon both of our ambition when it comes to increasing new units as a result of the fact that with Bill 18 passing the legislature and the federal government, that's the bill that requires that the federal government have to come work with us on things like housing. And they are at the table now as a result of that. They made clear they're there because of Bill 18, and they're looking forward to getting to work with us on creating more units. So I think there'll be more money coming shortly as a result of that.
Thank you. There are no further questions. That concludes the event. Thank you so much for joining us, everyone, and have
Thanks,
a
guys.
great rest of your day.